Viva Sakata Pumpevecho, it's your boy Jason Zablag Rapper, back from the dead, here to talk about the new iPhone 8 and iPhone 10. I just released a video on the iPhone 8. You can actually check that out around here. And, of course, this video is about the iPhone 10. So, drink a little Dr. Pepper. Let's get into it. Okay, so obviously, this has been talked to death, but my thoughts on the whole iPhone 10. Honestly, I can't look at this and not think of just calling it the iPhone X. I think a lot of people keep saying that. They have to trick their minds into just saying 10. Not because we're all dumb and we don't know Roman numerals. It's just that the iPhone has been numbered with actual numbers since the 3G. So going from 3G to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and now jumping ahead of 9 and going straight to 10, I get the purpose because it's the 10th anniversary edition. However, instead of just calling it iPhone 10, iPhone 10, it's the iPhone X. So it's a little jarring. Early rumors suggested that the name, or the original name for the iPhone 10, was supposed to be iPhone Edition. Kind of like how they have Apple Watch and then Apple Watch Edition. Just one of the things that they do. But when they did away with that, instead went for the iPhone Roman numeral X, which stands for 10. And my babies are crying in the background. All right, so I'll make this quick. From the looks of it, just looking at it, it looks very pretty with it being the first full screen iPhone. I think, we've all were expecting it and we're hoping that it would look good. Some earlier leaks show that there was a white version where the thin bezels around the phone and this cutoff for the sensors and everything was white. Honestly, some people were liking it. I hated that design. And I have a white phone and I also have a white iPad. I dig the whole white versions of their phones and iPads. However, this as a white phone from the front looked horrible. It just looked really bad. The only way they could have pulled it off is if, I guess the really big thing that throws me off is the cutaways. So with the screen being off and it's black, and then the bezel and the cutoff being white. Anyway, let's talk more about the phone in depth. So, for those of you that know, the screen is actually the biggest screen that they've ever had on an iPhone. The current iPhone 8 is a 5.5 screen. The iPhone 8 Plus is a 5.7-inch screen, which has been the same since the iPhone 6 generation. This one here is sporting a 5.8 screen. Slightly bigger, slightly larger than the iPhone 8 Plus in terms of its width of the screen. Now, keep in mind that when we're talking about the height of the device itself, this actually falls mid-range between the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 8 Plus. So it's not going to be as big, as tall in your hands as the iPhone 8 Plus, but it will be just a hair wider. So that works for me because I didn't want to have like a small phone again. There's only one size here. There's no iPhone X Plus. So, I was hoping that it'd be nice and wide in the hand, just because I like big phones, and I cannot lie. Now, I will say this. I mean, this easily has all the same design language as any other iPhone, except they did away with the bottom, the home button, and all that. And even this part, it all has the same design language as the iPhone. I gotta be honest, guys, this cutaway here is such a trippy decision to make. And I get why they made it, but it just, no. I almost wish that they could have just kept this whole section here black and we would have lost a little bit of screen real estate. Not like there's all that much important information to go up on the tops anyway. I really think that they should have, or at least, when you turn on the screen, just make sure that these two parts here remain black the entire time. I mean, that would have been, and you would have kept the time and all that stuff on the top. That would have been awesome because it would have kind of looked like the capacitive buttons on any Android phone. If you don't know what capacitive buttons are, look it up. But yeah, just I don't know, guys. It just doesn't look right. I mean, if they could have just done away with this notch here, that would have been perfect. Or, like I said, make these two parts black. But it looks like an iPhone that's showing its age. With it being a 10th anniversary edition, it kind of looks like it's got a receding hairline, very much like me. So this is probably perfect for me. As you can see, kind of have the same idea going on my head as the head of the iPhone here. So yeah, this is probably a perfect phone for me, but I don't know, just don't really like that. And hopefully, there's speculation that the next iPhone uh, full screen will do away with this. If not this next one for the following year, then the year after. Eventually, they're going to do away with this part here. So, yeah, looking forward to that. And really, that's my biggest gripe is this section here. If this section aside, if they would have done something similar to the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 or the Samsung Galaxy S8, where you have this section here is like just a thin top part that's black and a thin bottom part that's black, and just made it taller, that would have been perfect. But they didn't do that. Aside from that notch, I really think that I still see bezels. And I just wish I didn't. I wish that it was much thinner. I wish that it was leaning more towards the Galaxy Edge series. The new S8 and the Note 8, they have the Edge display. So you still see that bezel, and they make it seem as though it's bezel-less, but it's absolutely bezeled. Which, at the end of the day, is still a minor gripe because I always house my phones in a case, and cases have a lip, and so the lip would actually cover this part of the bezel, which means that for me, it will pretty much look bezel-less at that point. So, minor gripe, but still. And do I want the black one or the white one? What do you guys think? What do you want to get? Let me know in the comment section below which one you prefer. I was feeling this, but then I noticed that the side here, I guess it's steel. I don't remember what it is, but the sides here for the white one is silver, and for the black one, it's actually black, shiny but black. So when you look at the screen, the black sides here actually blend in better with the screen, the face of the phone, than the white one does. Otherwise, I would dig this here, but I prefer a seamless transition from the screen to the side. So, and without it having a home button, I kind of like the drag up thing here that they just displayed. It's something. Now for Face ID. What is Face ID all about? I think it's really cool. I think it's worth a shot. I prefer having the home button maybe on the back like the Galaxy S8 and Note 8. And here's the thing. They could have done it because the home button now is essentially not really a button. It's just part of the device itself, right? That's how it is on the 7 and the 8. So on the back, they could have made maybe the Apple logo itself. Just keep it exactly the same way, but make it a sensor to where the Apple logo itself is the home button. That would have been interesting because then you could still have Touch ID and Face ID. So that was a missed opportunity. This Animojis, really cool concept. But anyway, back onto the Face ID. Definitely want to try it. And to be honest, guys, I hardly ever use the phone for Apple Pay anyway. I just always use my watch, and I just use that. Much easier than pulling out my phone trying to do it. So 9 times out of 10, I always use my watch. I hardly ever use my phone for Apple Pay anyway. So minor gripe, but still, it looks pretty. I definitely want it. This is the Apple phone of my choice, the Apple iPhone of my choice. Just really not liking this notch at the top. But due to limitations, I guess, they just decided to go this route. All the internals I spoke about in my previous video, they all pretty much carry out here. So looking forward to it. Looking forward to a full screen iPhone. And let me know what you guys think. Are you gonna get this, or are you gonna get the iPhone 8? Now the iPhone 10 obviously, and it also has wireless charging, as you can see. The iPhone 10 is $200 more expensive than the iPhone 8 Plus, and that's only for the base model. And it is $1,000 starting out. So it is to date the most expensive iPhone. Even the most expensive smartphone from the current generation, just ahead of the Samsung Galaxy Note 8, which is about 800 and so dollars. So getting pretty pricey, guys. But if you're on a payment plan, then monthly payments will be manageable, but it's still going to be pretty hefty, more expensive than usual. So it is a price for this kind of technology. But what do you guys think? Are you going to get this or the iPhone 8? Let me know in the comment section below. Leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel for future updates, and I'll see you in the next one. It's Jason the Blogging Rapper. Much love, God bless, and as always, peace.